let's check in with the listeners.
Hey, listeners.
Or the fans. Does it work if I say, let's check in with the fans?
Hey, fans.
They're watching, not
You don't
just
like
listening.
it? That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
That's why,
viewers. But they listen to us still, right? So
yeah, but
you're caught.
comes back in the day when it was just an audio
Right.
podcast. Thinking, what do we say now that encompasses everybody?
Viewers.
Y'all.
But that's not everybody, I
Right?
guess.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think you should stick with
Let's
it.
check in with y'all. Just keep saying listeners.
Yeah.
Just because it's a thing.
Everybody, we've decided it's
Well-
listeners. We understand you might be watching this at home.
But
Multi-sensory perceivers.
listeners still works because it's impossible to enjoy Game Scoop without listening. Whether you're watching it or not,
Talking about
you're
all
also...
these
Justin,
sexy faces
we are
and bodies.
very
You can
handsome.
mute it right now and tell me you don't enjoy this. No audio needed.
I think you're right, though, Greg. I think we should just keep saying listeners.
Listeners,
so,
done.
Let's check in with the listeners.
Hey, listeners.
Listeners, remember you can always reach us at the email address gamescoop@ign.com, just like Jacob Brown did.
Jacob Brown.
Says, Dear GameScoop, I'm a fan of horror games, but it seems like the best horror games are always on PC. Is that true, Dan?
There's some damn good horror games on the PC.
Which I don't have access to. Are there any horror games to look out for coming to PlayStation 4?
Outlast.
Outlast is going to be free next month in February.
Sorry, go ahead.
There are a few other ones.
Yeah? Are you on the same wavelength as me? We've played it together at PAX's.
Dying Light.
Dying Light, I look.
Now that's like, I don't know if he's looking for survival horror, but Dying Light falls into the horror genre. It's
Bunch
a
of
zombie.
zombies, yeah.
It's a zombie game. It's similar to Dead Island.
Yeah, it's
Island-ish.
Dead Island mixed with
Is that the
Mirror's Edge.
one?
Yeah.
The free running one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. We had
Yeah.
fun. And there's a whole day and night mechanic where
Yeah, they get
the
really-
zombies are more dangerous at night. So that one looks pretty cool.
There's a plane mechanic in the trailer.
There's also also coming this year is Evil Within,
right?
which is the new.
Bethesda.
Yeah, that game looks pretty messed up.
I don't know much about that one.
Ridiculous
What's that? Which
live-action
one's that one?
trailer.
That's not.
You're like you're a cop investigating I think it's an abandoned like insane asylum. Is that what it is? And there's some messed up stuff in it.
Oh, really?
That
Okay.
one's the Shinji Mikami game.
Yeah. So apparently he didn't cut off his own head. Still living, still making games.
I'm gonna make games.
I would rather not. Yeah, this game's coming out this year.
I don't know if I've seen
If you
it.
haven't, we did finally get a gameplay trailer, but go back and watch the live action trailer too, because it's bananas.
Yeah.
It's it's just really gross and crazy. And then just recently announced is Alien Isolation,
Yes.
which coming to several platforms. Is that coming this year?
I believe so. I could be wrong about that.
That one's supposed to be taking the Alien franchise into
No, actually, I'm sure it's coming this year. It's late this year.
it's supposed to be taken into
like
more of a
September.
survival horror.
Yes.
Realm.
It's based on Alien, not Aliens.
Yeah.
So it's much more a horror movie. I guess the old saying is that Alien and Aliens are two different genres.
Yep.
Like Alien is a horror
Sure.
movie, Aliens is a war movie.
Action movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that.
And then the other Alien movies are just dumb. Just don't even bother. I was surprised that people were excited about this, but just because Aliens Colonial Marines was such a debacle last year. Like, so soon after that, people were ready to be excited for another Alien game.
They got teased with what a great Aliens game could be.
It's also that this is in no way associated with that one. It's like this one is by an entirely different developer. It's a different genre. It's not
Right,
close
but
enough that-
I understand all that. We understand that. If you're watching GameScoop, you probably understand that. But there are people who think
yeah.
every Call of Duty is made by the same people. So this is literally being sold in the same vein the last one was sold in, right? Of like, it's a continuation of this series, and this is blah, blah, blah. It's like,
Right. True.
So, there's 4 horror games coming to PlayStation 4.
I will play none of them.
Why? Really?
I
You're
don't
going to play
like-
Outlast? It's free.
I don't like spookies.
You get scared?
Yeah.
I know you remember saying you don't like to see horror movies.
No, I
You
don't.
saw The Conjuring and you thought that was scary. I didn't think The Conjuring was scary.
Oh my
There's some
god.
jump moments.
I was-
When the lady jumped off the armoire onto the girl, I like that.
When I was watching The Conjuring, I was like, oh, the entire time freaking out. They did the clapping behind her head.
yeah.
Ooh. Goodness gracious,
some good
David.
scares
No, it's not for me. Jamie likes the scary movies, and I won't watch them with her.
Yeah.
I will probably play all 4 of these games.
I might play Outlast. Seems like the caveat is that seems like it might be a fun game to stream.
Yeah.
And so on PS Plus, I might download it free and stream me crying like a little baby to people.